Who is the most famous extraterrestrial Renaissance painter? Michelangelo. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday, my friends. I hope that you've I hope that your week is off to a good start, that you've had a good weekend. I would say that my weekend felt incredibly long. I feel like I haven't been on the stream in months. It was really only 2 days, but it feels like a lifetime since I've been here. So I'm very happy to be with you tonight. Alpha Kenny Body, aka Haru, first in chat, Haru. Heyo Frownie, heyo to you as well. B's might not be able to make it, but wanted you to say hi. Well, I wish Kai the best. I'm always happy to have, people here, but I don't begrudge them if they have other things to do. Lucent Jelly, welcome in. Heyo, heyo. Thank you for the bean, Haru. Getting started off, hopefully on the right foot if it's a good bean. Always happy to have a bean. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm always happy to have a bean. My setup is a little strange, so if I look like I'm moving around awkwardly, it's because I am. Everything is just sort of slightly out of place. I think it's okay for me to spoil this much. Jelly was down here doing some recording, so everything was adjusted for her. And I tried to put it all back in less than 10 minutes. I got a good one. It's a good one. It's toothpaste or blueberry, and both flavors are they're not rotten egg. So you can't go wrong with the blue bean. Even the bad one's okay. Ooh, and it's not even bad. All right. Let's hope this is a good sign. Professor Starlight, welcome in. New Jelly recording, exactly. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna say that a leaked YouTube announcement. I'm just gonna say that she's been working very hard on it, and she's trying to crunch a very narrow turnaround on it. So we'll keep you posted when it's available. If she makes it. I mean, either way, you're eventually going to see it. This is a good bean. I hope you had a good weekend, Starlight. So we're gonna play Contra tonight. We're gonna play Contra and Wario Land. I only have the 2 games on the schedule. I don't know how Wario Land's gonna go. We're almost at the point I may need to cry for help in Wario Land. I may be stuck in Wario Land 2. There's a secret I have to find, and I feel like I've put close to 2 hours into finding it now, and that's usually about the breaking point. If I can't find something after about 2 hours, then I feel like I have to have mercy. I feel like I have to have mercy on you fine viewers and ask for help. But we'll see. I'm gonna be stubborn a bit longer. But before we do that, we're gonna play some Contra, and we're finally doing something different in Contra. I haven't actually reviewed the VOD, so there's a very slim chance I could be mistaken, but about what I'd say now. But we achieved the deathless no powers run. unless I died and didn't notice it. which I don't think happened, but I always have that suspicion. My Deathless Castlevania run has been published for months, and I still worry that maybe, like, if I rewatch it, I'm gonna notice a death that happened that I never noticed before somehow. And that would just be heartbreaking. But the no powers. I beat Contra, no deaths, no powers. It was fantastic. That's finally over. So while we are playing Contra, we are doing something different. We're going to try the all powers run. We're not really going to be trying runs. I'm just going to be practicing the game and trying to figure out what all powers is like. I don't really think there's odds of achieving a run. I need to sort of learn what this game mode is like. But this is where the journey starts. Kai, welcome in. I heard rumors that you might not be able to make it tonight, so good to see you, and hope you're well. Truly the weakest, most difficult run yet. The all powers run. And before Frownie one-shots the all powers run. Well, I have played. We did as sort of a victory lap. I did play the first level of all powers, and I do know that the one thing I've learned about it is if I don't make it across the bridges at the very beginning of level 1, I have to reset right away because you have to cross the bridges to get one of the power-ups. So the idea, my rule set for this is that every capsule and every crate that comes on the screen, I have to open and collect the power. I'm not going to be picky about what order I get them in, because sometimes they spawn at the same time. I'm not going to try to manipulate it. Like, if there's a part where I know that, like, there's a good power and a bad power, like I know there's a crate with a good power and there's a capsule with a bad power or something. I'm not going to try and, like, manipulate when it spawns and when I open them. I'm just going to sort of go with whatever. I mean, if I see two powers laying on the ground and one's good and one's bad, I'm going to prioritize the good one, but I'm not going to try to do any funny business in that regard. And in the behind the back stages, I think you can spawn a power-up in every room. And so one of the stipulations, one of the things that's going to slow the run down a lot is if I'm right about that, I'm going to mandate that I have to linger in each room of the behind the back stages until I've acquired a power-up. So we should be shuffling through a whole lot of powers, which is going to present its own layer of difficulty. It'll be interesting. Planning on going to bed but can't sleep? Well, I'm a great... my stream is usually a great thing to have on in the background if you want to drift off to sleep. We usually don't get too rowdy in here, so feel free to turn the volume off and turn the volume down and drift off to sleep. It wouldn't be you would not be the first. So yeah, eventually we're going to want to do all powers deathless, and once I do that, I think I'm going to be basically done with Contra. There is one more thing I want to do that's not really a specific challenge run necessarily. I mean, we'll see. The resets come quickly. I'm not going to reset every time I miss a power-up on these sort of practice runs while I'm just learning. Really, I'm just going to go through the game and take mental notes. Except on stage 1. Because stage 1 I should be able to do. We've already done it once. So if I mess up stage 1, we're going to reset, but we'll go through the rest of the game, just kind of regardless of what happens for now. So it's going to look like a lot of casual Contra play here. Like I'm not really up to much of anything. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, by the way, if you notice me missing a power-up, you feel free to call me out on it. I know the no backseating tag is on, but we'll relax it a little bit. Frownie is S-tier comfy sleep stream, no doubt. Thank you, Starlight. I mean, I kind of feel like that's important since I stream so late at night. I mean, I know that there's definitely like people who like if you have to be up all night, you probably want a really like high energy stream. So that you can kind of feed off that and it can keep you awake, but I don't know. It's not really to my personality, I guess. Okay, so basically I have to stall in every room until I see a red guy. And I have to make sure I get him. So there's one. We're in new territory here. I haven't done level 2. Wow, the laser's good. I think I'm going to stipulate that I have to hit the first red guy that comes through also, by the way. Like, if I miss the red guy, that counts as missing a power-up. Because I think it would be possible for me to just stall and another red guy would eventually come. I think that they cycle like that. I don't know. I haven't ever just sat and spent a ton of time in a room. I could be wrong. It could be that a red guy never comes in this room. Oh yeah, we're out of enemies. Look at that. Huh. Well, I never knew that. I never knew that it... So you... Alright, so we can't get a red guy. So that might mean that red guys pass through the rooms we've already been through. Sorry, I have to reset. Alright, so this changes the... this changes the run. I need to stall in every room until it stops spawning enemies. At least for now, until I learn how many red guys there are. If there's a... Like, if there's only ever one red guy that spawns in a room, like, I'm not going to stipulate that I have to hang out in every room to kill every enemy every time. That just seems like a waste of time. But I do need to stay in every room that has red guys until the red guys are gone. I might need to write down these notes. I might not have the mental capacity to keep all of this in my brain. See, it would have been better to grab those in the reverse order, but... oh well. I don't like the laser, but it is strong. Shrapnel Typhoon, welcome in. Kill them all, no more red guys. We must end the red guy union. I think that's the first run I've ever seen where not enough enemies killed the run. Alright, now we're just gonna hang out until enemies cease spawning. The stage weak point is firing at me? What? What is going on? I don't think I've ever seen this happen either. I think my cartridge is haunted. MK, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We're doing some primary research in Contra tonight. So, room 1 and 2 so far have one red guy. Room 3 produces no red guys from what we've gathered so far. Yeah, we've got the same situation. Oh no, I'm on the wrong side. I hope that's something that's actually supposed to happen and not just a bug. Alright, so we're in room 4 now. I haven't been paying attention. This really defeats the purpose of what I'm doing here. Hang on, wait, there are no enemies. It's not paused, right? There are no enemies. The thing's not shooting at me in this room. What is going on? Sorry, I'm looking for an ink pen. I usually have one on my desk. I don't know where it's wandered off to. Alright. Excuse me just a moment. As soon as we figured that that was gonna happen in every room, I found a room where it doesn't happen. What is this? Alright, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna put us through it one more time. I'm going to reset, and I'm actually going to take notes. Like physical on paper notes. The game is messing with me. I guess so. I don't know. I mean, it very well could be a bug, you know. Maybe it couldn't be, but I think it could be. Because I don't know how electronics work. It seems to me that, like, everything from, like, the barometric pressure to the phases of the moon to absolutely anything that's happening in the universe at any given time can change the way an NES cartridge behaves. Because they behave so mysteriously. Ooh, I thought I was gonna die right there. Ooh. Cool, we got a lot of bots coming in. Take care of that. Did you read that article about a glitch that showed up during some guy's Super Mario 64 speedrun? I have not heard that. I haven't, no, I can't say that I've heard anything new about Mario 64 speedrunning in a very long time. So if it just came out, it hasn't reached me. Catching the power before it fell into the pit isn't something I ever considered you'd have to do. Yeah, I mean, technically, if I shot them earlier, I probably could get away with not doing that, but it's all right. It's kind of a fun challenge. All right, so here we are in room 1. I'm actually kind of drawing the room. All right, and I believe there's one red guy, but I'm not actually going to write a note until I see. There we go, one red guy. But we're like before, we're gonna hang out and just make sure, because if I see something that happens that's different from my notes, then I'm gonna lose my mind. Apparently it was a sunspot. I'm not kidding. What? Are are you saying that a real world sunspot caused a glitch while someone was playing Super Mario 64? I reported the bot accounts. It's fun to see them deleted in a few minutes. Right on. Good work, MK. Will this be on the midterms? We'll see. I think that's your decision, though, Professor. Sparrow, welcome in. Great to see you. Yes, a cosmic ray. I hope that you're. hope that you are feeling better. I hope your mom's doing okay. You're talking about her operation being postponed last we spoke, so I don't know if she's had it or not. I'm gonna fail. Alright. Now we're gonna creep our way back over. Alright, so there's one red guy. And I'm gonna make a note that the turret... No, the target. The target fires. Room 2. Sorry, I know it's probably kind of tedious and obnoxious to watch me sitting here drawing things that you can't see. I mean, it wouldn't be any more interesting if you could see what I was drawing, and I mean, you can, but... Maybe I should also make a note of what the red guy drops. The first red guy drops an R. Oh no, I died. Doesn't matter. Alright, second red guy drops an M. A sunspot caused a glitch in Mario 64. My comment about the phases of the moon doesn't seem so weird now. Alright, target fires in room 2. Alright, so one red guy drops an M and then the target fires. My notepad is not going to be big enough for all the notes I want to make. Stage 2. Room 3. Dr. Cannon, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. So yeah, the notes. So I'm trying to learn. I want to learn the different rooms here in stage 2 of Contra. Stage 2 and stage 4. what I'm trying to do is I'm working on. I want to do a challenge run of the game where it's mandatory that I collect all the power ups. 'Cause I want to do a run through the game where I collect and use every power up and don't die. So a deathless all powers run. And tonight's my really my first time even looking into what that's like going to be like. And so I'm trying to learn which of the rooms on stage 2 and 4 contain enemy power up spawning enemies. And then I'm writing a few other notes just out of curiosity. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Is I'm just trying to learn which rooms in these stages have power-ups to be collected. And I know I'm sure that there's an online resource or something I could turn to, but I like finding the information myself, like primary research. Reinvent the wheel. And just to try and keep my notes as clear as possible, so if I have to step away from them for a while, and I come back, like I'm doing things like drawing what the room looks like and stuff like that, just so I have a set of very clear notes. Because I often have the problem of writing myself notes and then forgetting like what the notes mean. And so all the time ends up being wasted. So I think this room has no red guys. She finally got it 2 days ago and is now home. Bedridden for the most part, which she's quite enjoying because she can order everyone around. That's the silver lining to illness, right? Alright, no red guys, and the turret does not fire. The target. Room 4. Oh. I think the top one is a turret, yeah. Hey, thank you for the follow, Dr. Cannon. Much appreciated. Thank you kindly. Oh, red guy. No, I missed the red guy. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually just going to let the... Actually, let me just wait. I shouldn't have given up so quickly there. Because what if the red guy just loops around? I was thinking, well, I'll just die and then rush back here, but I don't know for a fact that it's a one-time only opportunity. I kind of suspect it is a one-time only opportunity. All right. So let's rush back to room 4. Get ourselves a machine gun. Okay. So... yeah, this is a much better position to be hanging out in. Oh, no, it's not. There's a grenade. No! No! I'm too clumsy for this research. I was very wrong about how these rooms behave. Well, because they behave so strangely. That's alright. It takes room 4 a long time to run out of enemies. Thank goodness there's only 2 levels that are like these. Like this. Another machine gun. Okay. I don't know if that's the only red guy, but I'm going to go ahead and ride an M. I'm fairly certain that's going to be the only red guy. It's nice. I can just kind of hang out and wait for the enemies to run out. Alright, and then the target fires, so this room's done. So 1 red guy, and the target does eventually fire. Okay, room 5. I think this is the last room. And, like... In like the space of a half an hour, I went from feeling that I know this game pretty well to feeling like I don't understand anything about this game. What got me? I wasn't paying attention. No! What a nightmare. So there's at least one red guy in this room, too. Oh, please don't get me. Okay, good. Have a good night, Frownie. My stomach bug has gotten the better of me. I'm going to try and get some rest. Sorry to hear that you're sick, Haru. And I hope that you have a good night. I hope you start feeling better. Thank you for spending some time with us. Okay, now the target is firing at us. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well I have to take the death because I want to find out what the red guy is carrying, so we're just gonna get ourselves finished off. One red guy in room 5. We'll see what power he holds. I guess the target is supposed to start firing at you in every room. I don't know. I think the target's probably supposed to start firing in every room, but for some reason room 3 doesn't. I'll be back later if you can't sleep. Well, I hope for your sake that you can. But if you cannot, you're always welcome to join us again. I wanted to make sure I got that red guy because I wanted to make sure that the red guy dropped an M even if we had an M. And that does appear to be the case. No! I am the worst. I think that's our last continue, so I'll just go ahead and hit reset. This is the last room on this level, I believe. So we're gonna be done with this nonsense for a little while in just a moment. Until I get to stage 4 and it starts all over again. The real, I don't want to scare you, but the real trouble is that if I'm this, that's fine. If I'm this boneheaded on stage 4, then, it could get really painful for us. Oh, I can't jump out of the water. That's why you have to cross the bridges. It might be possible. If I did everything just right, it might be possible to still get that S. I have to experiment with that a bit. Why am I going into this room with the laser? I'm definitely going to miss the red guy. I didn't. Alright, red guy drops an F. Let me write that down before I forget. Alright, so every room has a red guy except room 3. I really wish it was just every room had one red guy. It's almost like that, but just for my own, like, sanity and simplicity. That's fine. That's not fine. I know we've already killed time here. I just want to make sure I'm giving the game opportunities to, like, do weird and unexpected things so that I can rule out the possibility that they will happen later on. If the game is gonna be behaving in unexpected ways, I want to be able to expect it. All right, let's get out of here. If we hadn't already completed the No Powers challenge, I think that this would feel tedious, but As it is, this just feels to me like the normal way to play the game. So there's our lovely set of room 2, 3, and 4 notes that you can't really see. Stage 3. Okay, we got a fire and laser. I got a 1-up for picking up the laser. I didn't know the 1-ups were worth, or I didn't know the power-ups are worth points. I might have known that at one time, and then it's just been so long since I've been able to use power-ups, I forgot. Okay, difficult part right here. No! What a save! Oh, I'm invincible. I'm no longer invincible. Okay, that's not a power-up. There's a power-up up here. I think another one flies by, too. Oh, no! I think I was wrong. There's not another one flying by. Machine gun. Can I? Nope, I can't jump to that. I mean, I knew I couldn't jump to the platform, but I thought maybe I'd be able to jump just barely high enough to touch the machine gun. All right. back to this. Stage 4, room 1. Two turrets, one target. Oh no, I don't want to be breaking that open. I'm thinking no red guy in room 1, maybe. I don't think these enemies are ever going to stop. Oh, there we go. Alright, no red guys in room 1. Target fires. So far we haven't seen a room with more than one target. That's interesting. Alright, room 2. I think these are 4 targets. I think the red guy comes pretty early in this room. The red guy is not coming as early as I was expecting. There we go. Fire. I'm going to assume that there's never going to be more than one red guy per room. We're still going to linger and check them all, but I think at this point it's pretty safe to say there's always only going to be one red guy at most. No. Oh, I think I just had an idea. I'm going to predict that the target will not fire in this room. Come on, how many enemies are there? It seems like every... Look, it's not firing. It seems like every time I complain about the number of enemies, they stop. So the target doesn't fire in stage 2, room 3, and it doesn't fire in this room. I think the target can't fire if it's on the floor. That's what these two rooms have in common. Let me go ahead and prepare my notes for room 3. Okay. One turret. 2 targets. I don't like that I've got this fire weapon. Oh, laser. Alright, we saw a red guy. He gave us a laser. There we go. Ideally, I'd like to stop all the enemies before opening these cases. What do you know? Alright, now is it going to fire at me once I open its case? It does! Interesting. Huh. Yuck. I knew that was gonna happen and did nothing. Did nothing clever. Alright, one red guy. Targets fire. I should probably start a new page. Stage 4, room 4. Red guy drops the beat. That's invincibility, I believe. It is. I didn't draw the shapes. Okay, turret. Two targets. Again, I predict the targets will not fire. Okay, I'm no longer invincible. I should be careful. I should also take out a target, because why not? No! Oh, I still had a life. Was lamenting so much wasted effort and time. Alright. So yeah, one red guy, target does not fire. So it must be the thing about them being on the floor. I think the next room is going to be the last room. I also think that I'm going to die before we learn everything we want to learn about it. But that's alright, we've got a couple continues. Okay, am I right? I am not right. This is not the last room. Okay. One turret. 2 targets. Red guy, early red guy with an R. Okay, that should mean that the enemies are done. So, as usual, just one red guy. Target fires. Go ahead and draw room 6. So, room 6. Room 6 has got to be the last room then. Let me guess. There's probably a... I'll say there's probably a red guy in room 6. Why not? That'll be my guess. That would mean there's only 2 rooms across the 2 stages that don't have red guys. If I'm right that room 6 will have one. That's good, because that'll be easier to remember. No, this isn't the last one. And I drew room 6 so big. That's got to be a target in the middle of the room, right? That can't be anything else. Oh, I feel bad. Yes, nice. Hey, my laundry's done. I'll need to remember to put that in the dryer when we change games. I kind of don't want to pick that S up, though. I don't want to pick up the S and then accidentally shoot the target down before we explore the whole room. Oh, as heartbreaking as it is, just let the power-up sit there uselessly. That's what I've got to let happen right now. Really not taking out a lot of these guys. Okay. So, one red guy drops an S. Target fires. I'm going to try and squeeze room 7 on here. I really don't want my notes to be ugly. Oh, spread gun, I'm sorry to leave you behind. There's... I know what the last room looks like. There was no reason to squeeze room 7 on this piece of paper. I'm just imagining an intricate map so far. I mean, they're not really that much to see. I can't, unfortunately it's kind of dim in here, so even if I hold it up to the camera, we got a couple problems of the dim lighting, the small room. Or the small frame of the camera, the out of focus. So far as sharing my work. Post-it map, yep. That's what we're doing. See, I get all these done up on these post-it notes, and then I can just stick them onto the frame on the CRT next to my screen, and so it'll be easy to reference them. Until I've learned the rooms. My CRT, the frame of my CRT is almost the size of a post-it note. It's almost the same thickness. The search for CRT monitors and local ads continues. When I lived in Houston, a couple years ago, I could find them at the thrift shops all the time, but up here in Wisconsin, it's impossible. Just, it really varies based on where you live, in my experience. I've got 3 functioning CRT monitors. I don't have any non-functioning ones, so I don't know why I specified 3 functioning, but I've got 3 CRT monitors. I've got a great big one, which is what I'm currently using for the stream. I've got a tiny one, and then I've got a, and by like great big, it's like, I don't know, 24 inches, maybe. The tiny one is like 12 inches. So, I mean, they're, you know, decent. It's not like portable. And then I've got a Commodore 64 monitor, which is what I would like to use. Uh-oh. I'm in room 7 already. I need to slow down and pay attention. No. Now I need to lose a life because I missed the red guy. I need to continue. I would like to use the Commodore 64 monitor all the time, but it doesn't have video out. And it can't accept a coaxial cable, so it's inconvenient for those reasons. Buying CRTs is so difficult. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, when I lived in Houston, and it may just be because I haven't lived in Houston for like 4 years. I don't remember when I moved now. Let's just to be safe. Let's say 6 years ago, because this is about the right time. 6 years ago, I did a project when I lived in Houston, and I needed 9 CRTs, and it was real easy. I just went to thrift shops and bought them. And they were plentiful and cheap. But I haven't seen... I've seen one for sale since I moved up to Wisconsin, but it was at a yard sale. And I was actually tempted to buy it. Just because you don't see them. Back in Kansas, found them everywhere. Here in North Dakota, nope, nothing. I'm about ready to give my boss cash to buy her old CCTV monitors, but they're so tiny. Sorry for the sausage making stream. I really didn't like. I knew there was going to be a great degree of practice on tonight's stream, but I didn't know it was going to be. I didn't know there was going to be all this tedious research to put you through. And I better not find a new VCR Saturday at a pawn shop. Right on. I don't know if my VCR... I don't know if my current VCR works. I haven't tested it in a while. I mean, we've moved around a lot, so... I'm concerned that it could have been it's too badly jostled in shipping. It's been a long time since I've used it. I don't know if I'd buy a 29-inch CRT today. They're too big. Small CRTs are way more comfy. So yeah, the big one that I have, I actually didn't go out of my way to buy. It came with my home. It was here when I moved in. I did have to carry it down the stairs by myself, and the thing weighs like 90 pounds. Okay, this is the room I need to research. I need to pay attention. It's an F. There we go. Pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to not pick that F up. If I have to pick it up to preserve my life, I'm going to, but I would actually prefer not to use it right now. We're gonna get enough. Sorry if my title now seems misleading since I'm leaving behind a power-up, but this is a research run. We're gonna be picking up and using that F plenty. Over the next several years of my life as I try to accomplish this all powers run. Alright, and target starts firing. You said something about that, yeah. I didn't know I didn't even know if it worked. I was actually concerned that it wouldn't. I'd been told that it didn't work when I moved in. But the person who told me that was mistaken. All right, so that's room 7. 8 has got to be the last room, right? Stage 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Room 8. I'm still questioning how I fit the console TV in the back of my little Jeep. Yeah, if I had to move again, if something happened and I had to move again, I would probably leave this big CRT here too. Well, that TV, no, that's part of the house. That's a load-bearing CRT. You can't remove it. Oh no. Normally they fake plastic wood. Sony said, nah, we give them solid oak, make them struggle. All right, here we go. This is the last room. We're finally here. The tube was so tiny they needed to distract you with flourishes. No! I have to go through the whole level again. Oh, the red guy. I earned. I'm sitting here trying to lose my lives so I could use a continue, and and I earned an extra life. You know they sell that like imitation wood grain like as a sticker, like you know that stuff that comes on the Atari and stuff like that. It's tempting. It's tempting to go out and buy a lot of those, to buy a lot of sheets of that and just plaster all of my electronics in that imitation wood grain. Yeah, I want the laser. Okay, one of these enemies drops a... invincibility. Oh, I already passed that one. The laser is really powerful. Okay, that was room 7. 8. No, I missed again. I'm the worst. Uh... Oh, that was game over. Oh, no. Oh, well. At least now we'll get some good practice on the other levels. Alright, so... Stage 2, room 3 is the only one without an enemy. So I talked about how I would not manipulate the drops to prioritize good weapons. Here's an example of that, because I could intentionally keep that spread capsule, like it spawns, and I could keep it on the screen and run over here and open it and this crate at the same time, because that crate has an F in it. But I could open them like that so that I could collect that F and then collect the S to have the better weapon. But that's an example of what I'm not going to intentionally do. Like if I have an awkward run and I'm for some reason not able to open the spread until I get over there, and they happen to both be open at the same time, then I will collect them in that order. But to prioritize having the good weapon. But I'm not gonna intentionally hold off on opening the spread. To give myself that situation. If it happens, I'm gonna take advantage of it. But I'm not gonna try to make it happen. Because there's a degree of randomness to the enemies, sometimes weird situations happen, though. Next room has an M. Next room, no power up. Then another M. So this is more like what real attempts of this run are gonna look like once all this research is out of the way. What I've been doing now. Except the run died right there. But hey, not bad. We made it to stage 1.5. That's the furthest we've ever gotten on this challenge. I'm gonna celebrate. What? You ever see someone take the TV out of a console and cry because they turned it into a cabinet? What? So this TV is all like metal and plastic, mostly plastic. It doesn't have any wood to it, the one that I'm using right now, but the previous owner had built a wooden box, like a custom wooden box, and placed the TV in it to give it that illusion of it being made of wood. And so before I moved it down the stairs, I had to take a hammer and crack all the wood apart and release the TV because I was not going to try and get it downstairs in that box. Is that Ed Doug Light? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Sorry it took me a minute to see that, but I do greatly appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for that. Be free TV, yeah. Widescreen is one of the biggest lies of the market, MK says. 4.3 is already too optimal. Most of my favorite games are in 4.3. Whoa! Okay. Don't want that bee to disappear. Don't want it to be gone. Alright. This is nice. It's been so long since I've been able to use invincibility. Oh, it's a dream come true. If anyone, like, if you sort of just recently joined and you are curious why I'm so excited about every power up, it's because I just very recently completed a deathless run using 0 power ups, and it took a long time to pull that off. So I have missed them very much. This crate here never opened. Right, if it did, I missed it. There's supposed to be an enemy in that crate, but it never opened. Yuck. All right, we're back on stage 4. I need to get back to room 8 so I can figure out the power up in there. I feel like I can't destroy this turret without jumping. That's interesting. It's just slightly too high. Oh, invincibility. Don't mind if I do. I wasn't even paying attention that that's what the room that I was in. Okay. See if I can do this without messing up this time. Sorry. It's an M. So I was right, there's only 2 rooms that don't have that don't have red guys across the 2 stages. Unless it's always just one, unless we get surprised by a bonus red guy in this room, which I guess could still happen, but I don't expect it. Alright, that's it for this room. The target does fire. There is only one red guy. Alright. Alright, we're done. We know what the base levels are like now. Thank goodness. It took a lot of work to get here. Alright, hopefully I can read. I'm going to do what I said, and I'm going to try and stick these on the TV. Hopefully I'll still be able to read them. How big? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. Sorry if I'm bumping against the mic and being a little noisy. This will only take a moment. All right, there we go. And I can mostly read that. We're gonna keep going and just see what the rest of the game looks like. These 2 stages were the real problem areas, though. I mean, I'm sure, I know I'm going to come across other problems I'm going to want to take mental notes of. On stage 5, there's a place where 3 power-ups fly across the screen at the same time. That's going to be a tricky area to manage to get all 3 capsules, especially since I think I'm... What weapon am I going to have? I have the machine gun right now. I don't know what I'm going to have when I get to that spot. If I have the spread gun, it's no problem to open 3 capsules at once. Machine gun's a lot more difficult. And if it's the laser or the fire, that's going to be terrible. Oh, it could very well be either of those. I know there's at least one fire on stage 5. Machine gun. That's the weapon I'm already gonna have when I show up here from the previous stage. Okay, there's a power-up gonna come flying in just a moment here. There it is. It is an R. No, this is the F. I'm gonna have to open all 3 of these with the F? This isn't gonna be possible. It's gone. I missed one of them. Oh no. Oh no, how are we gonna do this? Let me just throw these lives away. Let's restart level 5. I don't know that I can open all 3 of those with the F power. I might have to do what I said I wasn't going to do and sort of manipulate and take advantage of the drops to manipulate that. So I can open them with something else. Why'd they make this so ugly to get? I was gonna give up on it. I didn't want to. I was thinking I could lose a life to pick it up, but I didn't want to do that. I just decided not to do that, and then I accidentally died. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Ooh, that R almost went into the water, though. Oh no, so many runs are gonna die because of one of those power-ups falls in the water. Oh, that's so much better with a power-up. You don't understand, my friends. I can't tell you how many times I've had to fight these snowplows with a regular gun. It's been agony every time. Oh, sweet release. I think that might be it, actually. I think I can't think of any other power-ups on the... Oh no, there's a power-up right over here. And I think it's an F. Oh, gross. What is it? F or an L? Oh, it's an L. Oh no, if I'm on the bottom path, am I going to be able to get that? Okay, good. Really, though, I need to be on the top paths. Well, I have to for the M, because the only way to pick it up is to lose a life, and I can't do that on a deathless run. I think if I'm more bold, I could probably I could probably take this boss out in one cycle with the laser. If I just don't fear the UFOs coming from the sides. So something that's kind of funny is that, like, because I did the no powers for so long, I have a good idea of where most of the power-ups are, but I don't have a good idea of what most of the power-ups are. or where they go. Oh. I don't know how I'm going to get that letter L. Let's restart the stage so I can take another look at this. Yuck. What's my move here? Okay, like that. That's difficult. I missed that. Come on. Ooh, invincibility. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so the worst part of stage 5 is going to be when those 3 capsules come by. The worst part of stage 6 is jumping across that fire at the top of the screen to get the letter L. That's horrible. So, I know there's at least one... No, there are two. There are 2 tricky ones on stage 7. You have to ride the minecarts for 2 of the power-ups. In the right places. There's a... there's an invincibility that you need a minecart for, and there's a spread gun you need a minecart for. I think another power-up comes flying in here, too. Yeah. And it's... I don't know what that was. Probably rapid fire. Okay, invincibility. Okay, and spread gun. Oh no, it's not a spread gun, it's a machine gun. I still think a spread gun is coming through. Yep. Okay. No! Oh no, that's terrible. That's a terrible thing to happen. If I'm stuck on the bottom path and the spread gun lands up there on the top path, that's way up there. That boss is so easy with the spread gun. Everything is so much easier with the spread gun. Mega Man fan 332, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. What's up? What's up is I'm learning about Contra tonight. I'm studying. I'm trying to learn where all the power-ups are because I want to do a deathless run where I collect every power-up item that's in the game. And so it's been kind of a slow night because the behind the back levels, level 2 and level 4, I had to do a lot of research to find out where all the power-ups were in those levels. The other levels I have a pretty good understanding of. I don't know what all the power-ups are, but I know generally where they all are. I don't necessarily know what they are, and I don't know how they all move. So like when you open a capsule, like where the power-up is likely to land, I don't know. Because before this, I just completed a challenge run to beat the game deathless with no power-ups. And one of the stipulations of that was that no power-ups meant not just not collecting them, but not spawning them. So that's why I know where most of them are, is because I had to avoid spawning them. But I don't know what they are because I never opened them. And so yeah, I'm trying to do the opposite now, and this is my first night like even working on it at all. So it's very much a sausage making stream. No, I missed whatever that was. All right, 2 capsules right at the beginning. One's a machine gun. I think there's only one other power-up in this level. There's another capsule. I think it has a spread gun. I think that's the only other power-up. Thank you for the follow, Mega Man fan. Much appreciated. I would call myself a pretty decent-sized fan of Mega Man. Not the biggest. I can't claim to that, but I've played through 6. I've played through 6 of the Mega Man games. We've done 4 on the stream, but I've played 6 total throughout my life so far. Mega Man 5 is my wife's favorite game. Mega Man 5 also might be the only one she's played all the way through. I think she... Well, I take that back. I think she might have played 4. The final boss with the spread gun feels so good. Alright, so, I mean, we kind of understand the game. I'm not really ready to make serious attempts at the, you know, at the Deathless Run, but we should be able to start, you know, looping through the game a bit more smoothly. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this. I do want to switch over to Wario Land somewhat soon, but we should do at least one more run through this. Then I don't know. Depending on how lucky we get, we may actually finish Wario Land tonight. Fingers crossed for good luck there. I mean, even if we don't finish it, that's okay. I want to have good luck and not get stuck. Alright. So if I die or miss a power-up on stage 1, I'm gonna reset. But after that, we're just gonna go through and do our best, and, you know, if I make mistakes, oh well. We'll just keep moving, because it's more important at this point to practice the whole game. I don't really need to practice every part perfectly yet. And again, I will, just a reminder, I am okay with relaxing the no backseating policy just a little bit for this game. If you see me miss a power-up and I don't seem to notice it, you can call me out on it. I would welcome that. Alright, that's about as good as it gets for stage 1. So the major project of tonight has been playing this stage and stage 4 over and over again to learn about the power-ups. There's a power-up in every room except room 3 on this stage. So there are situations where we get a power-up and then the next power-up that's available to us is a duplicate of the one we already have. And I could see people quibbling and saying, well, if it's the power-up you already have, then technically you could skip that one, but... I mean, you know I wouldn't, because that's not the way I ever do anything, but... No! Alright, so there we missed a power-up. We only have one chance for each of these two. That's unfortunate. So 1 death, 1 missed power-up. I can't say that I have a lot of experience fighting this boss with the fire weapon. Lucky for me, it looks like I'm going to get plenty of opportunity to practice it. Yeah, so here's a situation. So the last power-up on stage 2 is fire, and the first power-up on stage 3 is fire. So it's like, we're really collecting the power-up we already have. But I mean, the spirit of the run is to collect all the items. I thought for sure that guy was gonna land on me. Can I make that jump? Oh, I made it! I don't think there are any more capsules on this level, which again is surprising to me. I think I'm confusing this level with level 5 of Super C. There's a part on Super C where there's a on level 5 where there's 2 capsules that come up. And I'm thinking of that as what it is. Wow, this guy's firing really rapidly. Oh, close calls everywhere. Hello, cows. Oh, great to see you. I hope you've had a good weekend, my friend. How goes Contra? Contra's going pretty well. You missed, Ooh, hang on, wait, sorry. You missed, like, 2 hours of sausage making. Where all I was doing is repeating the same parts of levels and studying them. These behind the back stages, level 2 and level 4, I had to do a lot of research to figure out how these stages work, because, I thought several things incorrectly about these stages. I thought the enemies spawned infinitely. Like, if you just stayed in a room, that enemies would come forever. That's not the case. They eventually do just stop spawning. But I also thought that every room, and so I thought because the enemies were infinite, I thought that if you stayed in one room, you'd eventually see more and more red guys, so that every room would spawn an infinite number of red guys. That's not true. Not only are the enemies finite, some rooms never spawn a red guy, and some rooms do. So I had to sit through every room, eliminating all the enemies, waiting to see if a red guy came on both of these stages. And because I'm a bonehead, like, I died a lot. And had to use continues and repeat a lot. But I wrote all the information down. I wrote it down on Post-it notes, and I stuck it on the side of the TV. So it was all worth it. We've got a great set of information now. So, like, I can look at my notes right here, and I can see that stage 4, room 1, no red guys. So we don't have to do anything in here. But every other room has one red guy. So this is like my first non-research run through the game. It's not a really serious attempt because I'm not practiced and familiar enough to be able to pull it off, but it's kind of a mock real attempt. We're not quite at dress rehearsals, but we should be. Everyone should be off book by now. We might say. So yeah, each of these rooms should have a red guy, and I need to try and get them all before we move on. No! How in the world did I miss that? Alright, so that's... I don't know how many deaths we've had now, but we've missed 2 power-ups. I say I should be off book, but I'm referring to notes, so my metaphor didn't make any sense. I missed 2 power-ups. The fire weapon is awful for chasing down red guys. This is disgusting. Ah. I'm so upset with myself. Letting all these red guys get away. At least we got that one. Okay, that was rapid fire. Next red guy drops a spread gun. Nice. But the one after that drops a fire again. No, I killed the red guy too early, and he wasn't able to spawn his power up. Oh, that's another thing we have to watch out for. I've missed so many power ups. I'm losing count. I think that's 4 power ups. That one wasn't my fault though. I lost that one for playing too well. Oh boy. Oh boy, I got the red guy. Didn't want to miss that firepower. Yuck. Double yuck. I basically always go for the boss on the left first here. I was gonna target the boss on the, I was thinking about that as they were spawning, and I was gonna target the boss on the right just to do it differently, but I very quickly abandoned that idea. Not for any particular reason, just because it feels abnormal to me. All right, stage 1 and 3 went pretty well. Stage 2 was bad, and stage 4 was abysmal. Now this part is rough. This part is really gross because I have to pick up this fire weapon. If you haven't, for those of you who haven't been there, I have to pick up this fire weapon, and now I've got to open 3 capsules with this disgusting weapon. As they all come flying in at the same time. Ooh, and I gotta hope it doesn't fall into the water. That part is ugly. Is that the only part in the game where the all clear item exists? I can't think of anywhere else it exists. Unless it's one of the one of the capsules I missed on stage 8. That might be a power-up that exists in only one place in the whole game. That's weird. Oh, no. That was a bullet from forever ago that hit me just then. It followed me like miles across the screen. There was no way. No, the laser. Stage 5 is going bad. There's a, supposedly, There's a 1-up item in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It's very tricky to spawn. And I believe it's one of those cases of, for a long time, people thought that it wasn't real. And I guess I still can't verify that it is real, because I've never succeeded in making it spawn. But I've seen video. So I think it really exists. Unless the video was faked, you see. That part's kind of scary, but it might have... That might have a somewhat natural rhythm to it. I wasn't paying attention and ran into the other fire. I had my head in the clouds. I was undecided about how I wanted to go about getting this power-up. I don't think I missed any power-ups in that area. I think the invincibility is the last power-up in the level. Stack Cat, welcome in. Thank you for the magic bean. I've had a bean already tonight. First bean was a good bean. So let's see. Will this one be cursed, or was the first one just the beginning of a streak? Okay. Oh no. Well, if it's bad, it's gonna be pretty bad. It's peach or vomit. I'm here, so your good bean was in vain. I couldn't tell for a minute. I actually couldn't tell what it was at first. Congratulations, you got me. Okay. Well, that was fun. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. A chaser. The good bean streak couldn't last forever. My streak of 1 has come to an end. My only drink available is water, so I mean, While it helps a bit, it's like it doesn't have a flavor to replace the previous flavor. Alright, I opened this power-up last time and didn't even see what it was, so what is it? It is the rapid fire. Oh no. I was thinking I needed that card. No! Ah, that spread shot's impossible to get. I'm gonna have so many runs that end with power-ups that are impossible like that. Oh yeah, the last one. The last claw is different. Jennifer's asking if I've beaten the machine. I'm afraid I have to disappoint. I tried on Friday. I had an echo session on Friday evening, and according to Buddha Fingers, I got very, 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 very close. But it did not happen. It was distressing. I think I now know everything there is to know about the boss. Now it's just a matter of... There's nothing more to discover now. It's just a matter of doing it all. So I don't know. I was not planning on putting Echo on the schedule this week, but I'll probably come back to it probably Friday next week, or well, maybe the week after next. I might be playing a different set of games next week. Otherwise, I would put it on the schedule for next week for sure. But I'm kind of thinking about playing a set of things that kind of go together. Just having a week of stuff that we haven't been doing. Ooh, that's invincibility. Okay, I missed that power-up last time. That really trivializes this guy. Actually, you know what? It doesn't, because the invincibility is going to wear off before I can finish him. What's up with this? That guy was so tough. Okay, I think the only other power-up is a spread gun. I thought it was gonna get away. I cannot describe to you how much better life is than the spread gun. How much better life is with the spread gun. Oh, after wandering through this with the normal gun for so many long, painful years. It's so great to have the spread gun back. All right, well, I died a boatload of times, and I missed a boatload of power-ups. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun playing the game like this. It's a lot of fun to be playing it differently. I think we will. I think we'll do one more. We'll do one more pass through Contra, and then we'll move over to Wario Land. It goes by quickly enough, but I think one more run at Contra will put us kind of evenly at the 3-hour mark. That'll be a nice place to switch. And what was I gonna do? Laundry. I need to remember to move my laundry when I switch games. Alright, so like before, if I die or I miss a power-up on level 1, I'm going to reset. But after that, we just play the game regardless of whatever mistakes I make. I'm not close enough to the point where success is likely to justify a whole lot of resetting yet. And again, I will mention that the no back seating policy is relaxed just a bit, so that if you see me miss a power up, and I don't point it out, you are welcome to tell me that I missed a power up. I do my best to comment on them, but it is entirely possible that I could miss one on accident and not notice. And I'd rather be told than think that I'm doing better than I am. Another great start, stage 1. Hey, that red guy comes real early. Okay, that's room 2. No red guy in the next room. That red guy is like hiding among the group of enemies so that I can't get him. Very sneaky. Okay, I think this is the last room. Okay. No, I missed a red guy and died. That's gonna be a continuing theme, I think, that with these levels, that I'm gonna die and miss the power up at the same time. When we manage a 1 credit clear, meaning that I successfully collect every power-up and complete the game without seeing game over, that's when I'm gonna feel ready to be like leaning on the reset button, like, because I'll feel like you know, victories within our grasp. I think that will happen. I think the first time I make it through the game, actually catching every power-up, I think that will sort of by default be a 1 credit clear. If I'm playing well enough to catch all the power-ups, it's very unlikely I'll have died enough times to game over, I think. This part right here. Oh. Tricky. Yeah, remember I gotta fire slowly there if I want to actually take that guy out like that. I don't want to open the capsules or the crates like too high up on the screen because I'm worried about where the power-up might go, and if it, I don't know for sure, but I'm worried that like if it goes too high up off the screen, it might despawn. Okay, stage 1 and stage 3 are not a problem. I'm already doing fine on those stages. We can get all the power-ups, we don't have to die. No red guy in room 1, every other room has a red guy. I should have taken a note of what direction the red guys come in from. Seemed like that would be a valuable piece of information, and it's a shame that I don't have. Okay, if we're caught up on our red guys, this one should be one that's pretty easy to get. Unfortunately, the next one is very difficult. Soda Wave, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to you and your friends. We are practicing Contra. No. As you can see, I'm not really good at this challenge yet. But that's alright. This is the first night of practice. It's a night of studying and learning. Let me just pause it for a moment. Paula, you welcome in. Great to see you again. And, Koopy Copa? Anyway, so I started blasting. Nice. Welcome to you as well. I hope you are doing great tonight. I hope that you've had a good stream. Thank you for putting that shout out there, Cows. Friends, you can use that link there to give Soda Wave a follow. How did Super Mario Maker 2 go? Were you doing viewer levels or endless or multiplayer? So many options. Terrible. I'm doing terrible. So, Contra. I've completed a deathless run through Contra before. Just a regular sort of casual run. Using whatever power-ups I felt like, which means the spread gun and only the spread gun. And I've completed a deathless run with no power-ups. We just completed that recently. A pea shooter only. Deathless. It was a nightmare. It took forever. And so now I'm trying to do the opposite. I want to do a deathless run where I collect every power-up. But most of tonight has been spent on learning where the power-ups are in the game. Because Stage 2 and Stage 4 have power-ups that they spawn from particular enemies, and so I had to spend a lot of time on stages 2 and 4 tonight, finding out where all the power-up holding enemies spawn, which isn't really that confusing. Like in hindsight, when you know it, which is just there's one in almost every room, and they all spawn fairly early. But I wasn't sure of what, where they were, so I had to eliminate all the possibilities. So I spent a lot of time in each room. But we finally got it figured out. I think I know where all the power-ups are in the game. Now it's just a matter of learning to collect them and not die. I don't think this, well, I didn't think the no powers run would take me as long as it did. But I feel like this is mostly easier than the no powers run, except there's it's mostly easier, except there's a few, like, really dangerous choke points. Where I can already tell a lot of runs are gonna die. You're doing viewer levels, and I guess I lost a lot today. But the pain is what I'd like to call stream value. I like to hold to a similar philosophy. Here's one of those choke points I was talking about. We're forced to pick up this terrible weapon right here. This F. And as soon as I pick it up, 3 capsules are going to come flying in, and I got to open them all before they leave the screen, and I got to let the power-ups not drop into that body of water over there. Believe me, that part's a lot harder than that just looked. There's a lot of stuff like that where there's a... on the all powers run, where you only have one shot. You only have one shot at a pretty terrible situation. I saw Superman 64 at the game store the other day, and that was the first stream I was in, I think. I think you're right. It's not always easy to remember those kind of things, but that does sound correct. I couldn't do it, I bought Pilot Wings instead. Money much better spent. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't want to remember. I'm going to have to play Superman 64 again someday, and I don't even want to think about it. I don't mind games that won't let you play the whole way through on easy. Like, I get that. I kind of think, like, if you put the game on easy, then, yeah, it makes sense for them to block you out from the ending. To get you to play it through on normal. But I don't believe in blocking players from the ending if they're playing on normal mode and forcing them to do hard. That's not acceptable. Pilot Wings is a lot of fun, or I remember it being a lot of fun. Who knows if it lives up to my memories, but I remember having a lot of good times with Pilot Wings. This part right here is also a choke point, potentially. ensuring that we get that laser without dying. Now, see, I didn't need to die there. That's just me not paying enough attention while I run my mouth. I don't think there are any more power-ups in the level after that, after the invincibility. I think I'm free to just run through here. The fire weapon. The fire weapon is just terrible. I feel like if you had asked me before tonight which weapon I hate the most in this game, I would have said the laser, but my opinion on the laser is turning around. At least it's not the fire. This is a nasty situation right here, too, that I haven't really decided exactly how I want to deal with it. Because I'd like to be able to not come down here. You see what I'm doing? The spread gun. I need a reliable method for collecting the spread gun without landing it out of my reach. So that's one thing I've got to work on. Boat ladder, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hope your week is off to a good start. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm playing Contra and I get to use power-ups again. We completed the no power-ups deathless run last week. Now I get to use all the power-ups. In fact, I have to use all of them for the challenge we're working on now. And sometimes some of these power-ups are real good. I've really missed them. I think this boss actually takes longer to kill with the machine gun than it does with the pea shooter. I never thought the machine gun was weaker, but I feel like I can definitely kill that boss faster without the machine gun. I feel like definitely. All right. So that's our Contra practice for tonight. I didn't keep track. I didn't keep very good track of how many times we died and how many power-ups I missed. I feel like I probably died 4 or 5 times, and I think we missed like 3 or 4 power-ups somewhere in those ranges. But I think we're gonna have the 1 credit clear on this pretty soon. I don't think that the I don't think the 1 credit clear is going to be very hard to get. As long as if I can get all the power-ups, we'll have the 1 credit clear by default. The 1 life, that might be another story. We'll see. But definitely doing all those no power runs. Like I feel like they definitely made me a better Contra player. Because it might not look like it necessarily, because I keep making mistakes, but I definitely, when I have the spread gun, I feel so much more confident now than even I ever did before, because yeah, just after having the pea shooter for so long, like when I pick up the spread gun, I just feel invincible. But that's it for the Contra practice. We will do this again later this week, probably on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. We're gonna play something on the NES one of those nights, and whichever night we do NES, it'll be we'll do Contra at the start of it. And we'll keep working on this challenge. I am also going to sort of simultaneously work on Super C, no powers, and that's going to be on the schedule for tomorrow at the start of the stream, is the no power Super C. Just because I haven't played Super C in so long, and I want to play it, so we're going to do that. But right now I'm going to take a BRB, and we're going to play Wario Land 2. Shrapnel Typhoon says, my head hurts. I'm helping someone set up a computer through their stream. They are not computer literate hardware-wise. I feel for you, though. I have to admit, I would be more like the person taking the advice than the person giving the advice. I'm pretty dumb about computers. I'm actually better with hardware than I am with software when it comes to computers. I'm more confident about opening a computer up and tinkering with its physical parts than I am about anything so far as the digital internals of the computer. But that's very good of you to that's very good of you to suffer through the headache and help someone out like that. I've definitely had to beg for help. I've definitely had to beg for help. Because I don't know what I'm doing in software. There's a reason I didn't finish my N+ cert. I hate software. All right, my friend. So I'm gonna take a short BRB. I gotta put my laundry in the dryer. I keep talking about it, so I won't forget. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna switch to consoles, and we're gonna continue our playthrough of Wario Land 2. If we're really lucky, like I said, if we're really lucky, we might actually finish that game tonight. But not that it would be a bad thing to have to play more Wario Land 2. It's just we're getting real close to the end. So we'll see how it goes, though. Hopefully it won't be too much of a struggle. So if hopefully you've enjoyed your time with us with Contra tonight, and if Wario Land 2 interests you, just stay on the line. I'll see you again in a couple minutes for that.